schmoozing, but the only way to win here in my location is to schmooze the judges. I'd hate to say how many times down through the years I've heard people say that, or some variation of it. The most popular variation I've heard is, "Oh, but this judge is an Arab quarter horse, paint, Hanoverian, warm blood, whatever breed you want to stick in there, person. You can only win with this judge if you're on that breed of horse." I remember first hearing that when I was a kid in 4-H. And even then, I believed it for a little bit, and then I started observing, and I thought, these people who are complaining are lousy riders. They were the ones who smacked their horses around after their bad rides, and the people who did ride well, they were the ones who were getting in the ribbons. So I decided that I was going to just work harder, that I was going to train better, and that this wasn't going to be an issue for me. Schmoozing, real honest to goodness schmoozing with a judge, is a very serious offense in dressage as well as in many other disciplines. This is because these judges work extremely hard, first off, to earn their letter designations, and because the USEF is extremely happy to investigate each and every accusation of schmoozing. The USEF, of course, has a vested interest in keeping the sport clean and on the up and up. Equestrians can easily file complaints, even anonymously. So these judges work extremely hard to stay straight so they can keep that designation. Judges found guilty face suspension or even worse of their credentials, so it's really not often that schmoozing is really the case. If you feel that this is really the case and it's justified, you can very easily file anonymously, as I said. You need the show name, the date, the location, what kind of show it is, and a bunch of other related information. It might not be a case of schmoozing. It might be a case of not enough prep time for competing. You and your horse have to be extremely prepared. You're going to be showing at levels lower than you are probably currently training. You want to be showing at a level where the training is, it's solid. You've gone on to other levels in your training. You've got all kinds of contingencies that you have to plan for and solve ahead of time. Most of these contingencies, of course, are never going to happen, but you need to be prepared just in case one of them does. Nerves really take your toll in the show ring. You are not going to ride as well in the show ring as you do at home. You got to take this stuff into consideration. It's not the judge's fault, generally speaking. It's yours. There's always somebody who's offering up excuses for not performing well. You don't have to be that person. Get your copy of 12 Secrets to Winning More Ribbons in Dressage and find out how to retire your excuses once and for all.